up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C Show podcast. Also, if you are listening / watching from the YouTube channel, it's the Tasha C TV show. And again, I want to give shout outs and hugs and loves to people who have supported this podcast / this YouTube channel. Because this video is uploading to the YouTube channel for people who don't know that. That have supported me, whether they have watched or listened to one video, whether it has some of these podcasts and or YouTube or any other videos on YouTube, or, and also hug loves. I give y'all, like I said, hugs, visible hugs through the phone. And also I wanted to, to say, hugs and loves to advance to people who will be listening and, as a part of my YouTube fam and or my podcast fam. And I have no problem you being part of both, okay? Subscribe to Tasha C TV if you haven't, if you're, got, YouTube, okay? So anyway, y'all. Also to let new people know, this is a bonus podcast, meaning that it's a part of my video, which I had to change the title because leap year. My 366 days video journey. Like I said, it's just nothing but, sorry for the pause, y'all. It's nothing but just me basically, where I started it on October the 8th last year on my birthday, and it ends on exactly the last day ending on October the 8th is the goal this year. So it's just a series where I just make a video per day, whether it's a podcast or just pop it in. And also another notification, since I'm using Speaker Creative Studio, which is one of the places I distribute my podcast, but also I use their lovely recording studio, which is convenient on their app. Very easy and convenient. You may hear notifications, you may hear clicks or something like that. That's coming from my phone. And there's some rare occasions, maybe a phone call or text. And also, another word, y'all, I'm going to probably occasionally yawn through this damn podcast. I do not know why. It does not matter what time I do this. Even though now, I'm being honest with y'all, is another late night podcast to pre-record it, to get it because, I don't feel like doing it at the last minute and trying to do where possible I can run into technical difficulties. So it's 2:19 in the morning a.m. and it's Sunday, January 12th, 2020. And I'm surprised no one, I know they probably have, if y'all watch Power, because even though I DVD-R, I don't watch, I just watch people reviews, and I've been doing that for the last couple years, I know you have the Stars app, you're able to see, the show basically earlier, at 12 o'clock. And what I've seen is I have not seen anybody yet, unless, was there no episode or something, or maybe everybody just go wait to just say F it and just go ahead, which I don't blame them, that's their choice. And if I have something to say about it, I can, make a review my damn self on it, if I'm that concerned about it, But no one's put a review up yet, so I don't know, they premiered January 5th, the last 5 final episodes of this Power. So I haven't seen nobody, but the earliest people I know that put it up was either Keisha Urban, which is a phenomenal author and stuff, and has a channel, Color Me Pink, and also Jay Lee's Corner. They're usually the first people who have, their Power reviews up. They're going to have them up and look through the app, Stars app, then they have them up. But anyway, y'all. Like I said, let me get on to these topics. Like I said, it's random, y'all. I wanted to go ahead and get this one out the way. I didn't mention anything about the controversy, about the thing with Lizzo, and, I already talked about the booty butt cheeks outfit, but I didn't talk about this recent thing with Julian Michaels. If y'all don't know, she's a trainer, and the first time I've heard about it, what used to be a show called The Biggest Loser, and I'll get on that a little bit later on. And she's a trainer, and she was asked on a show, about, Lizzo, somebody brought up Lizzo, the host did, and then, saying about the body positivity thing, something like that, and, of course you expect that she might say something about what, about the, because Lizzo is a full-figured woman, and people who are into fitness, 9 times there's some people who may be fit and they actually, for example, some people that are fit, but they are attracted to people who are full-figured, not fetish-wise, but, that type of thing. But I'm not talking about as far as attractiveness, but some people who are fitness, they're going to want other people to be concerned about, what they eat and, their, the appearance of something, trying to get a healthier lifestyle. They have a lifestyle, you have a healthier lifestyle, so forth. Just like most doctors would say that, So, what I'm saying is that, depending on some doctors ain't gonna say nothing or whatever, and But when it was brought up, she first was saying like, why are we talking about the Bobby thing, stuff like that. First, she was good with song about let's just focus on the music, and then when she's talked about but down the line, here's the thing about this positive, about this, the issue, but you don't want to see where she might diabetes, and there's some people who took it as body shaming. And then I didn't know, because nobody had talked about it, there is an article, I don't know if I'm going to copy and paste it, from the site called agero.com, and actually it's one of the other hosts, when I talked about the other day about, I'm here from the food podcast with Melissa Ford, and I think he's Blue Tomisha, and it's actually called Why Julius Michaels Are Dangerous and Can Be Sincerely Kiss My Big Beautiful Black Ass. Of course, the ass part's blank. Okay, an opinion for someone who calls herself fitness, that her view of Lizzo Bossy is more grounded in shaming than is concerning people who are plus size. And then I didn't know she was on Wendy Williams, and there was also a thing that she was talking about, again, she was talking about, then it was brought up about she brought up the Foolish first came out Tuesday. I'm just reading a little bit about her article. When Michaels appeared on the Wendy Williams show, and smugly explained why she's not a fan of the body positivity movement's growing popularity. And here, shall make her words. I was about to call her Shawn Michaels. I wasn't calling her Shawn Michaels, trying to say she looked like a man. I wasn't trying to call her like the wrestler. I'm just, okay. There was so much fat shaming for such a long time. Now the millennium has swung to a place where it's like, you're 250 pounds and you're on it, go. And I'm like, wait, no. A visibly frustrated Michelle told Wendy Williams, well, actually paraphrase, I just put the Williams front part. When you start to celebrate that, it's not about shaming, it's not about excluding anyone, but you also don't want to co-sign cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. And then she, said that. Now, let me bring this up real quick, and I'm not going to be biased in my opinion, and I'm not going to say what I say just because I am an overweight person, plus size, fluffy, whatever. I'm saying it as you ain't got to agree with me, but I'm going to say it as is. The thing is that yes, there is truth that sometimes when you are overweight, there are chances that you're higher risk of having certain illnesses and certain elements that bother you. But yet, that you don't have to be overweight in order to have certain medical conditions. Everything she mentioned is something that somebody can get, whether they have the perfect BMI for their age, their gender, and all this stuff, and height and so forth. And they can have underweight, and just because of purpose and a perfect, what quote, nobody's perfect, but what I say, the great body shape and fitness, and they all this and gluten free and all this other stuff and everything organic shit, does not guarantee that they are completely 100%, have this complete armor. That does not make a possibility that people can still get some of these conditions that she continues to say is if it's only connected or strongly connected to people who are fat or obese, okay, and so forth. So, because the thing is there are people who can get high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, and so are other conditions, lupus and so forth, and it has nothing to do with their weight. There are people who are big who exercise probably just as more or do more healthy exercise, healthy lifestyle living, and they do it maybe more to people who are the correct size. But you don't know, like I said, they could be have like great health. They could, people can be, the right size, but they're suffering with certain diseases, even including addictions or certain sickness. And you don't always know all the time why a person may be big as well. It may be also there are certain conditions that, because, some people could think you're fat and you only need 5 pounds of your stomach, depending on the people. And so, you have certain things to think about, like what is the medication this person taking? They're stressed. There's certain, there's some people who had eating disorders such as irregular bulimia, bulimic or anorexia, have sometimes end up going opposite and become quote unquote overweight. But at the same time that's also dangerous to say in a way that you're kind of like, some people try to excuse that they have the right to say certain things in the way they're saying it. Because also to say the author of that article also said, that's because, truth be told, I believe that too. There's been other articles that talk about, or certain other talk shows that talk about also about the fact of being dangerous, about being obese and so forth, but they don't say it the way she says it. When she says it, which is true, it seems like anger, and then she has that, the so-called, because she used to be obese, big, fat, whatever, which back in the day, and then that's kind of interesting how some people feel like, they are quick, that they have like a pass to talk about other people or fat shame or body shame or become some expert that didn't go to school for the shit, but okay, that decide to do that, while they're big themselves or the former used to be big. Well, I used to be big, blah, blah. And, truth be told, I mean, it's already enough pressure where you're dealing with certain things like, okay, but like I said, since that's only people, I guess only big people are only ones who get all these diseases and shit, right? But like I said, there are people who are the perfect weight. And what about the people who are underweight? Because the thing is, when, that could be dangerous too, about sometimes saying in a way where it's okay to shame somebody, but make it like, try to cover up like it's concerned, which is not. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, for example, let me bring up The Biggest Loser. Now, that was a show on like WTV, NBC for several years. Sometimes it has celebrity, once not. And I went ahead and Googled, did some little research on it. And this is the same show. Now, why? Now, here's the thing. She used to be a trainer on that damn show, her and this other guy. I mean, oops, I meant to say and this guy. I said other. I ain't taking that back, shit. Anyway, so what I'm saying is that actually now he also has had a heart attack, and he was in the gym. Now, a man who's a trainer, fits right, trains right, eats right, and so forth. Now, he had a heart attack. But remember, she's saying this stuff and said this twice and many times, has said this stuff about only, only some more so can go towards, people that are bigger. But like I said, even down to Lizzo sits there, goes to concerts, she performs, she know how to play the flute, she know how to twerk, she dances, all this other damn stuff. And so, the thing is, when you look at it, it's like, you start to be careful, even like I said, your perfect weight. Because what about a person at perfect weight? But, they smoking cigarettes, they may be dealing with like such self-medicating issues, such as lean and all stuff. That's not healthy, is it? Okay? And I've heard, people who have high blood pressure before I got it, and I'm bigger than them, okay? I'm just keeping it real. But that's what I'm saying is, and I knew a doctor that had a stroke. I knew another doctor when I was trying to find over this summer, that when I showed my papers when I thought I was going to have surgery again under my arms because of my condition, he was only 60 years old and passed away in 2014. I didn't know it because he had transferred to the Veterans Hospital. The last time I was trying to go see him to do a follow-up on my right arm for my skin graft. So anyway, I'm like, there's so many layers. And it's also interesting that the way, because this person, I forgot who is, Dr. Burke, whatever his name is, came at Lizzo about, also about her, with her obesity and stuff like that. And not only is he not small, even though he's lost weight, but at the same time, it's interesting that Lizzo is still, like, she is not the first or the last person that was overweight that has been the mainstream. But it's interesting that she's being targeted, attacked, and and I'm just keeping it real. I'm not just saying this just because, but y'all, Rebel Wilson, who I first had seen in the movie Bridesmaids, 2011 comedy, she's still a overweight woman. I don't really hear nobody talk about her. With Adele, even though she lost weight, nobody talked about her weight. I don't recall that, and if it has, it was hidden, because I was still on the social media sites then, when she was making albums, and we were probably going to hear from her to album named 35 or something. I don't know. But, we didn't hear nothing about her. Melissa McCartney, okay, that I didn't know until I Googled Jenny. That's Jenny McCartney's cousin. I didn't know they were cousins. And Melissa McCartney, even though she had lost like 70-something 5 pounds for years, she was also in the same field, Bridesmaid as well, in the comedy. But she was not small neither. Okay? And what about these men? I don't hear like the men who are overweight, that are in the entertainment field, and they're starting to go out there. Even though Lovely T also brought this up as well, but I'm just saying this. I'm just noticing, like, what, I noticed that they're not really coming out. Not to say people should be attacked, period, for that. But I'm like, like I said, I do believe that people should eat healthier. But you got to be even careful of even doing research, even the food you think help. Remember, y'all, they even recalling damn certain lettuces back and shit. So you even have to be careful about even the healthier choices, or you're thinking healthy. And some things they may market as healthy, it's not healthy for you. And then there'd be other layers, such as stress or economic problems that may contribute to why people don't have access to healthier choices and so forth, blah, 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 blah. But that's what I'm saying is, but just flat out trying to body shame somebody, if she's that comfortable, but you're trying to play it like I'm concerned about health. Okay. Speaking of being so-called concerned about the health, now there's been controversy of years of The Biggest Loser that some of the contestants says about even the extremes behind the scenes of, people got to wear all these damn garbage bags and sweat things, and then have us take all these diet weight pills, all this other stuff for this show. So is that really being concerned about on the health? Because when this shit was happening, her ass was on that show too. The same guy who unfortunately had a heart attack. He's still alive here. That was a gym leader. So you see what I'm saying? There's been accusations. A couple people have said that their unhealthy BS that they did and practice in the Biggest Loser being the school. Like I said, Google it. They got videos on it, articles about that. Okay, like I said, I think left a couple years after that. I only watched like a little bit. I actually, honestly, y'all, watched more of the Celebrity Fit Club that used to come on VH1. I like them better. I don't recall, honestly, I don't remember, the BS that they have with the Celebrity Fit Club. They didn't last as long as them, I think, 7 seasons, but to me, I still liked it more. It just seemed like they were more concerned about people's health, but it wasn't shaming people because they were big or certain other stuff. You know what I mean? But anyways, it's just the whole tactic is body positivity should be more. It should just be like people who are overweight feel comfortable in their body, but it's also you feel comfortable of who you are, period, in order to love yourself. And if you want to make changes, you want to make changes, but don't get pressured to do it for other people because of people like that so-called I'm trying to look out for yourself. Because like I said, some people could be unhealthy. Okay, a person may be obese, but a person next to me, the right perfect thing, they smoke cigarettes. Okay? And they have hookahs, and they do hookahs daily or every weekend. And hookahs, what they say, is like damn near having a whole pack of cigarettes at once. It's actually more unhealthy, they say, to have smoke hookah than it is to smoke cigarettes. So that's what I'm saying. This is just like, keep me that damn fake concern for someone else with that bullshit. That's it. Yeah, I'm going to have to put E on this damn food. But I'm just saying it's like I said, y'all. There's already pressure enough, you never will be perfect for anybody else. You're like a society. You ain't got enough ass. You got too much ass. Why do you get evidence? Why you test this? You ain't got a 6-pack, this and this and this. Why is you shaped like this? Blah, 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 blah. You need to. It's already pressured as is. So life is too short to be wondering about it. Like I said, I believe, yeah, I gotta eat better my own self and so forth. But it's like I said, it's just the way to go about it. And I do personally know vegans. So what about the people who are vegans and practice that, and yet their stomachs stick out more than Santa Claus? I personally knew somebody at my school that was vegan, and he had that person had a Santa Claus stomach. Vegetarian. That's what I'm saying is that does not mean that even the person weight does not mean that they take care of themselves, or it doesn't mean even if they're, just like that doesn't mean that we should attack people because of their size, whatever. You know what I mean? Life is already enough good life as is. Like, that is ridiculous, but oh well. But it is what it is. But like I said, I find it interesting that, like I said, the Busy Lose already had a bunch of stuff going on, and I was putting people's life in danger by this extreme stuff if they did do that and had them taking all these, drug pills and all the extreme exercises. Even when they said more exercise than a person's supposed to do per day. Okay, 6 to 8 hours or some shit or something like that. Like that's even going extreme, even for, fitness experts. So they did a lot of stuff they ain't doing. So yeah, but enough words saying. If Lizzo want to sit there and she's okay in the skin that she is, let her be that, okay? But also, like I said, too, there's already enough pressures in the world and so forth to be a certain perfect. You got to be this, you got to be that. You're not going to please nobody. It's not meant for you to please every darn body. And like I said, it's up to, say, if that's not the person's doctor that they're speaking to, that is okay. But it's also, like I said, sometimes dangerous to kind of like trying to say there's a correlation it only comes between, okay, if your weight is a certain thing, then that's going to happen. Of course, I was smaller than this a couple times, and I even went vegan for a couple months, and I still ended up in the damn hospital, about to die, because I had an abscess so damn big as a tennis ball that took over my damn body. And I changed my diet, a couple times as well, and still my condition overrides it. Okay? So I'm not saying that means effing and just not still eating, but I'm just saying it's like, whatever, moving on. I know I went 20 minutes about it, but I'm just saying this is the same person who came on the show that was on a bunch of BS that put people, if that is true, a lot of people's life in danger. And for her to be saying that and knowing personally, like, did she know that the trainer, her co-founder, friend, whoever he was, had a heart attack, and they got good fitness and stuff like that? I mean, like I said, it's not guaranteed that you escape from certain illnesses just because. Just like, for example, I know people personally who have cancers and never have smoked a cigarette in their life or did anything or was in shape or, have like terminal illnesses. I know I'm wasted like half this, not wasted, but I just felt it was important, like, so take it one day at a time, shit, with that. But yeah, I just had to say that. But I find also, like I say, interesting that Lizzo, this is, how Lizzo is being attacked as if she's the only damn person, that is overweight, that's in the mainstream, but yet they seem to come after her. And, a lot of people are like, oh, well, she's right. She's right, whatever. Like I say, it is right that we need to get together as far as, like, having healthy choices. But to simply say, is if, like I said, she has issues, whatever, and say, well, that means you got all this stuff wrong with you. No, that's making assumptions. That's judging. And, like I said, I didn't know all that. I don't know if you could read me and all of a sudden have these problems with. But like I said, it's just the same as like, a person, if they formerly was big, I know I've said this before, or they are big and they're fat shaming someone else or attacking somebody else. That's interesting. Well, anyway, y'all. Next, Lizzo's living her best life, and Julie March, whatever. And I mean, she still says what she said, but it's just, the thing isn't, it's also really bad to make it seem like, I don't know. I'm just saying this. It was a lot of people. It was like 50-50. Some people's like, why don't you just leave her alone? And you got people, yeah, she's right, and blah, 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 blah. That's all else I'm going to say about it. By the way, I wanted to bring this up again. I know this is like, again, my 4th or 5th time bringing the Rowdy Rich or whatever. I'm probably going to put in the title The Box versus Yummy. Because Shout out to my YouTube cousin Jay's Explosion. Check the chat out. Also, shout out to my YouTube fan that came back, Squeaky Jones. She is back. Check her YouTube channel out. Now here's the thing here. Now, Roddy Ricch at the moment, I guess in the Billboard charts, his album's #1, the song The Box is #1 and so forth. I think his album's #1 on certain charts and stuff, right? And what I wanted to say is that I didn't know, I mean, Justin Bieber just came out with a song, and I didn't hear it, but every time I hear the parts, and my nephew loves TikTok stuff, right? I'm starting to hear this. She got the yum and yum and yum and yum and yum. It's like, it can be catchy, but okay. But I honestly haven't heard the whole song. Now, something that Justin Bieber had put on his account is also like somebody watched Blackie Speaks. I watch his channel as well. It talks like about a lot of hip hop stuff that's going in hip hop. And what was interesting is that Justin Bieber had copy and paste, but eventually deleted on his Instagram account, that how to basically manipulate the sales to get his song #1. Now, this is petty as hell. Mr. Baby, who is, like I say, it's like, for him to even try to do this is, to get people to stream, listen to it during the day, don't play, don't mute it, buy it several streams, copy and paste here, go over here, do these playlists here, blah, 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 whatever. And Roddy Ricch, is still #1 at the moment. And Roddy Ricch just said, you know what? Y'all go stream Justin Bieber Show Me. That's exactly what he said. But it goes to show, it's like, Justin Bieber is taking advantage, and I don't want nobody to get mad because I said something about Justin Bieber, but it is what it is. He's up here taking advantage of something instead of people naturally buy. Now, people want to buy Bubblicious Yum Yum. That is just being not only a sore loser, but to go to that extreme just to go #1. Okay, if it's meant for him, Bubblicious Yum Yum, to go up in the charts, he can go right ahead. And I heard, you know what I mean? I heard it's just like a repetitive song. Like I said, I haven't honestly heard it yet or not. Completely the whole song, just the snippet. But like I said, there's a reason why The Box is up there. And like I said, they said, the Shade Room said it was like the best album 2019. It barely just came out, not even a whole month ago. So, like I said, let ear continue and rest of this young man's talent. Like I said, so y'all make sure y'all stream and purchase the Roddy Ricch The Box, and I said The Box and the whole album. It's something about antisocial. You'll see the name. Okay, being antisocial, something like that. Okay. Speaking of y'all of interesting stuff, that I found out. Okay, now I'm going to the Jasmine brand, and I seen earlier today, because a lot of my news come from there, blah blah blah, all this stuff, right? Now Janelle Monae, if y'all heard, she's a singer, she's a phenomenal actress, singing, very talented, beautiful, so forth. Here's the thing. Okay, now it's a picture. I never seen the TV show Stevie Universe, but I've seen stuff and all about it. Are you a boy or a girl? And I am experienced. Okay. Now I can't even say she, because now she's non-binary. I've been hearing this lately, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm freaking confused. I wish if I get a chance in the future to take, maybe, I'll find some stuff on playlist to take something similar to another revised human sexuality class, psychology class, because it was fun and interesting the first time I took it, but it's damn sure I don't recall this being, a new thing. So now, if a person considers themselves non-binary, That's basically like you use the pronouns 9 times out of 10. I mean, it varies for the person, but it's they and that person or whatever. Okay. And Jasmine Brand had a paragraph, and I'm going to do my best to just read real quick what it means. So Jamin says she is non-binary, but I'm like, well, that way then you got to start calling her she. Okay, for your information, non-binary or genderqueer is a spectrum of gender identities that are not exclusively masculine or feminine. Identities that are outside the gender binary. Non-binary identities can fall under the transgender umbrella. Since many non-binary people identify with a gender that is different from their assigned sex, but does not necessarily, as some intersex people are also non-binary. Non-binary people may identify as having 2 or more genders, being bi-gender or tri-gender. Okay, that's new to me. Having no gender, a gender, non-gender, genderless, gender-free, or neutrosis. I don't even know how to pronounce that right, y'all. Shit, in a minute, it sounds like damn bubblegum flavors. Okay, anyway. Moving between genders or having a fluctuating gender identity. Gender fluid. Being third gender or other gender, a category that includes those who do not place a name to their gender. Huh? No offense, but that's a lot to follow, because I find it interesting how I'm also hearing about a couple of these people who may be non-binary, but they're transgender. Or they're non-binary, and, they're genderqueer, but it's just interesting about the spectrum. Congrats to them, because if she's going now by binary now, because at first she said a couple years ago that she identifies pansexual and she loves everybody. Now all of a sudden she's non-binary, and I'm just, I don't know, y'all. I mean, even after reading that, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That's still, I don't know. Is there like a documentary on people who are starting non-binary, this thing? Because this is kind of, but it's just also the same, like, I don't know. I mean, there's even like kids or under the age of teen that, like, just like already is a hot topic about if a child, identifies, or eventually in their late teens, still in the adolescence, and identify as, transgender. But I'm like, I'm just like, like Sam Smith also, he's non-binary. That girl who posted a big YouTube channel, girl used to be the Hunger Games, whatever. Ain't she non-binary too? It's a couple people. I'm starting to hear this more about non-binary. So, grasp that's how they feel. That's how they feel. Oh Lord. Oh. So y'all, and I'm not trying to be funny, but when you look at, like, to add the letters to the rainbow family, is it G or is it N, or is it both? But then again, I personally don't know. I don't know. I know intersex people is a combination of both, like having characteristics of both genders, right? Or the former term which they had got rid of is the hermaphrodite. You're supposed to say the person is an intersex person instead of a hermaphrodite. So, but I personally haven't heard anybody who has been an intersex person. So I don't know if an intersex person will identify as being non-binary or not. But I'm just saying the non-binary label is starting to come up more, and I don't know. I'm like I said, that's a whole. That's like I said, maybe to understand it, but that's just like something else. Sorry, it's another notification. But yeah, y'all. So Janelle Monae now identifies as being non-binary, and basically I don't know what that means. If she'll still say she or so forth, or, still go by the same terms, but identify as non-binary. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if that means like you don't identify as like label as man or woman. You just feel you're just a person, or you don't need a label. Like I said, maybe they should have like a dominant true life or something, just to be more understandable. Because I'm starting to hear the label more now, or seeing it more, but I don't know. I personally haven't really seen anybody like talk about it, like how their decisions or people who are identified in this field. I just seen like people say it, but you don't like. I don't get like a thorough backstory to it. I mean, that's their choice because that's their damn business. But they don't. I'm not old dad, but I just none of us are old dad. But like if y'all heard about that singer, that dancer, Jinx or whatever. Also, they are, and I'm saying they for a reason. I'm saying probably their name wrong, but they, even though they're starting to work out, whatever, but they know how to dance, and they're actually an instructor, and they're a full-figure person. And I thought they were actually a woman. And, oh, y'all hear that damn phone again. That's Sherry's stepsister, come out some damn low battery with the damn home phone thing. Okay, whatever. So if y'all heard a little noise, that was actually, that's Sherry's stepsister, I say Sarah, is up there talking about low battery. These new home phones and stuff, when the battery get low, they remind you and stuff. So anyway, I didn't know until it was like they had a clip on their page, because like I said, they're a phenomenal dancer, and even though they're bigger, they be dancing their ass, and it turns out they're like, yeah, I'm a bad bitch, but they were like, I don't class myself as junior, I'm just am a person. So I, identifies as a non-binary person, or I guess gender, I don't know if it's gender queer, but non-binary. So, yeah, so other than that, I would see like a couple pieces in there, but just like, that's all I can think about. Also that too. Here's something else. If y'all heard about that boxer that's from Flint, oh my gosh, I found out about Ashley through Halle Berry. And speaking of that, to jump back real quick to that whole thing about people and having these diabetes, I forgot that, like Halle Berry's actually diabetic. Tom Hanks is diabetic as well. It's like I said, and those people are not, oh, sorry, y'all. I actually, it's like when you go to Instagram and, you see like previews, like in the home, like search thing, and they first show like this big ass crab this woman is kneading. Like, no, it was moving, she had her hand, and it seemed like it edited that she ends up, obviously, what type of big ass pot did she cook that damn monster ass lobster in? Dang, she take a big ass bites. I think, okay, let me get off this. I don't even know. Okay, let me see. She's actually won another championship last night, and she's got all these belts. She is no joke. Like Clarissa Shields, and she was wearing the blue braids because it's a representation of the water issues that's still in Flint to this day. But yeah, y'all, she accepts her purpose. She says God is the reason for the season. Amen to that. 3 times Division World Champ, faster than any other boxer in history. Oh, she's that real deal. Congrats. She ain't from the D, but still shout out. She's from the Dirty Glove. Okay, all right. Dope. She just won this other book. Dope. Just dope. Yeah, she ain't no joke. So congrats to her. By the way, let's get into this real quick. Now, y'all, there's some extra footage. I don't know if this was additional, because it still sounded like it was in the condo. So I do not know if this other part that came was afterwards, but it wasn't shown in film, and it ended up taking it outside. So, okay, let me go this real quick. Yeah, most of my damn time I was talking about was this whole thing with the body issues and so forth. Okay. Now here's the deal. Now, there's been extra footage. Now, on the Shade Room, they don't show it. They just show it right before they get into a fight, right? And, so anyways, we go to Azriel Joyce Lee's fight footage, right? And here's what happened was, this is supposed to be for a show, per gospel, something said. It turns out that this fight will be featured in a 3-part documentary called Precedence. Production is still in progress, and the feature will feature interviews for Israel, her family, some of Kelly's friends and family. That's interesting. So it was mostly probably Israel had provoked the fight, but I don't know if this was after the response, because we first heard that you could hear that they probably got in a fight when they were still in the condo. So they're showing this footage that was outside the condo. The person who was doing half-ass recording was showing damn near with the shoes they were wearing. But we showed bits and pieces. First I got confused, y'all, because when they were fighting, I'm thinking the girl that's on the ground is Israel, okay? And it turns out that 2 times in a row somebody throwing hands until I got a close look. It's Israel throwing the hands. Johnson was the one down twice, okay? So I don't know if she'll be charged too, because remember, Joseph was the one who had to book herself and got out and stuff. So, and Azrael the other day was talking about how she had some damn White Castles and some onion chips with her daddy. So I don't know if she moved back in with her parents or not, but like I said, both of those young ladies need 10 spirits of prayer and be able to move on, because that mess right there, what they went through, and other stuff, which like I said, if she slept, if you have to think about it, is okay, if what's her name slept with Israel when she was a minor, what's his name also slept with her when she was a minor. And then it could go on because this is not, we have seen that if you've seen the first Start Surviving R. Kelly, whether you don't even watch the second part or not. That has been mentioned several times about these women that kind of also are telling on themselves about, well, this young girl. Okay, and you said what? You did what? Or you admitted this on camera? Or, some of them like, I was doing it and I did not know she was this age, or she looked at this. And you did not stop because of what? And okay, you know what I mean? So, that can make them accountable too. Like you sitting there saying, oh, he's a predator. Well, what the hell were you doing? Shit. So anyway, I'm about to get out of here because of those 2 minutes. Half of this damn, the podcast, sorry y'all, if I waited too much time up here with the whole body issue and about, yeah, it's good to be healthy, but also at the same time, don't come at people just because of their appearance or body shame them as well. Because it be anything from what they're going through or medicine and stuff like that. And, not everybody who is a perfect size or a great size or what, is what people want. And even if it's natural, some people go and, do these extreme surgeries to get these sizes as well. And so is that healthy to be doing that? Isn't that taking chances of getting this figure to so-called fit a certain, image and possibly quote the health? So, anyways, y'all, I got 10 more seconds. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to get off here, y'all. Hugs and loves. I hope I'm able to get back as far as doing my YouTube videos like the rest of. I am, of course, still on YouTube, but doing back reviews. Probably seems how it feels, and so that hopefully the more I do my breathing machine treatments, that it'll help me. That I want to get back on there, basically show my face on camera. And take it from there, y'all. But hustlers, we in a new week, y'all. Heck, we damn near halfway through January. So, yeah, y'all. So, see y'all next one. Hugs and loves. God bless. Take care.